In this video, we'll understand the compensation structure of alternative investments. So, investments like private equity, hedge fund, venture capitals use performance based compensation to align managers' incentives with the investors' returns. And it is very different from the traditional investment. Because manager skill has much larger impact, compensation is designed to reward gains, penalize any underperformance, and to encourage long term decision making. Now let's begin with the two main components of the structure, management costs and performance fees. This cost is purely for the fund's operations and management and is independent of its performance. It's calculated on committed capital or AUM. For example, a hedge fund charging 2% of management fees means if a fund having 500 million AUM, annual fees would be 10 million. And performance fees is the reward that the fund manager keeps for generating profits, but it's based on some key aspects. We'll understand them all individually. Hurdle rate means managers get performance fees only after delivering a minimum return to the investors. And this minimum return is called a hurdle rate. For example, the invested capital is 100 million and the returns generated by the fund is 15%. Now, the condition is there is a hurdle rate of 8%. So, in the monetary terms, the investor must receive the invested capital of 100 million plus 8%, which is 108 million. Profit remaining is 7 million. Now, after investors have earned their hurdle rate, fund managers earn their performance fees from this remaining profit, which is 1.4 million. Next is high watermark. In this, fund managers can earn performance fees only on new profits above the historical peak value. Suppose the portfolio value is 1 lakh. So the initial high watermark remains the same as the portfolio value. In year 1, there is a profit of 25%. So now the high watermark increases by 25,000. As the current watermark is greater than the previous one, fund managers earn 20% of this profit, which is 5,000. In year 2, there is a negative return of 20%, which brings back the portfolio value to 1 lakh, but the high watermark remains the same. Because there is no positive incremental change in high watermark, fund managers do not earn performance fees. In year 3, a 20% profit brings up the portfolio value to 1 lakh 20, but no change in high watermark and no performance fees again. And a profit of 10% again in year 4 definitely increases the portfolio value, but also the value of high watermark due to new high gains. And accordingly, the performance fees is calculated as 20% of the current minus the previous high watermark, which is 1400. So with the high watermark condition, managers must first recover losses, then create new wealth before earning incentive fees. And this actually protects investors from paying fees twice on the same gains. Another aspect could be clawback clause. Now, this clause forces the fund manager to return the performance fees if the final fund performance is poor. So the fund initially earns a profit of 10 million, on which the manager earns a performance fees of 2 million. In the later years, fund's poor performance led to a loss of 5 million, and therefore the net profit remaining is 5. Based on the fund's final performance, the actual fees earned by the manager is 1 million, but the performance fees already taken was 2 million. So the excess 1 million must be returned or clawback to the investors. And waterfall structure. This one explains the order or sequence in which the cash flows are distributed between the investors and fund managers. There are two types of waterfalls, European and American. In European type, the distribution is based on the entire fund level, which reflects the fund's lifetime performance. So managers earn performance fees only after the full return of the initial invested capital plus hurdle rate to the investors. Suppose a fund with 3 deals where 50 million is invested in each. First one is sold for 70 million, second for 75, and the third one for 60 million. Here, the fund manager will earn performance fees only after the full return of the initial invested capital, which is 150 plus hurdle rate to the investors. Therefore, the entire amount from the first 2 deals goes to the investor, and the remaining amount of the initial capital, which is 5 million, plus the hurdle rate of 8%, which comes to 12, will be deducted from the third deal. Finally, after distributing it to the investors, manager now earns 20% of this net profit, which is 55, as a performance fees. Whereas in the American waterfall, managers earn performance fees on an individual deal basis and not on an entire fund level. We will continue the same previous example. As it is a deal by deal basis, net profit generated by the first deal is 20, so the manager earns 20% of it, and the remaining 16 goes to the investor. Similarly, in the second and third deal, 20% of the net profit goes to the manager and the remaining amount to the investor. The difference was, in the European model, the fund manager had to wait until all the capital and returns were met, and American waterfall allows them to earn early. And that's about it. I hope it has helped. See you in the next video.